So with email marketing, we always want to make our content as personal and relevant to our subscribers as we can. Inside Kit, there's a great feature called polls that you can use to include in your emails to your subscribers. It allows them to interact, share their thoughts and feedback with you, resulting in a much better experience for them. So let's move across to Kit and let's have a look at the feature. Okay, so I'm going to create a new email, a broadcast email. Inside this email, I'm going to place the cursor there, and I can access the poll in one of two ways. I can either click on that little plus sign there and then scroll down to see poll, which is this one here. Or I can, if I prefer to use the keystroke, I can use / and then type POL. You'll see it popping up that way, and click on it. So it's exactly the same thing. So once you've got this poll embedded into your email, there's two things you can do. You can either create a new poll, which I'm going to do in this case, or you can use an existing one. So once you've created the poll, you can reuse them in other emails. So I'm going to start by clicking this button here, start a new poll. And what it does is it pops up and asks you what is the question that you want to ask your subscriber. So it could be literally anything you want. So I'm going to type in here, which Kit feature could you do with some help using? Okay, so I'm asking my subscribers, what is there anything inside Kit that they could do with some help with, as an example. The option number one I'm going to say is, let's say, visual automations. And number two could be verifying my domain. So that could be something that they're struggling with. I'm going to add a third option, and I'm going to say, let's say email sequences. So let's say that's the three options I've given them. Which one of these would you like some help with? Now, I can add up to I can add up to 6 of these options. You can see the little button here to add more at the bottom. So you can have up to 6. I tend to stick to 3, 4. In my experience, if you give people too many options, they end up picking none. So I think 3 is a sweet spot. And for each of these options, you can now select some advanced options if you'd like. So let's say someone selects visual automations as the thing they want help with. I could then redirect them after they've clicked on the poll and told me which option they'd like help with. I can then redirect them to something if I want to give them help around that. So let's say, for example, it was visual automations. I could, let me just switch over to my YouTube channel. If I go into my YouTube channel and search for visual automation, I could find a video in there. Okay, so I'll grab the link for that video and then I'll paste it in here. So what that means is that when someone clicks the visual automation option to say that's what I need help with, it will register the vote on that poll, and then it will redirect them automatically to this YouTube video so that they can watch it and they can understand a bit more. The other thing you can do in here is you can assign a tag if you want to. So tags, if you're not familiar with tags, they're a way of segmenting your subscribers. So it's basically like an attribute that you're associating with that person's profile. So I could say add a tag in here, and I could choose an existing tag, or I can create a new one. So I could say here, wants help with visual automations. I could say that, and then create that tag. And then that means that in future, when I look at that person's profile, I can see that they expressed an interest in learning more about visual automation or getting help with it. Verifying my domain, equally, I could go and get a video for that. Let's say verify. Should come up on that. Yeah, verify my domain. Get the link for that one. Put that in there. I might not want to put a tag in that one, and then the last one, email sequences. I'll go back and type in sequences and then get a link for that. Now it doesn't need to be a YouTube video, it could be anything. I could have taken to an article on my website, for example. Let me bring up an example of that. So if I typed in there, let's say it was verify. So there's one there, how to verify my domain in Kit. So I could copy that, and I could use that one in that link rather than the video if I wanted to. So you've got the flexibility of what you want to put in there. So let's imagine I'm going to leave it like that. I'm happy with those three options, and I'm happy that I'm only going to tag them if they click the first one. The other two I'm not going to bother tagging them. The final couple of options down the bottom here is the duration of the poll. So if you're going to create a poll, you can select from these options, either 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, or forever. The duration is entirely up to you, of course. I tend to run a lot of my polls forever because they tend to be evergreen things. It's like I keep them inside email sequences that a lot of subscribers, if not all my subscribers, will see at some point. And that just means that poll can be used continuously. If you did want to set it for a particular time frame, let's say you want to set it for 7 days a week only, the clock starts ticking when you send your email. And then the final thing here is show results after voting. And that's just it's binary, it's yes or no. Do you want so when someone places their vote, when they click on the one there that they want to respond with, do you want to show them a graph that shows how many votes each option got, yes or no? By default it's off. If you want to switch it on, you can. I tend to leave it off, especially for evergreen ones, but I'll turn that on now and again if it's something in particular that I'm asking a group of people about. And then I'll click save, and the poll just shows inside your email. So obviously you're going to have all the rest of your content round about that, whatever you're going to put in there. But essentially when someone clicks on that, it'll register their vote and then behave the way you've got it configured. So let's now do a little test and send the email, and let's see what it looks like together with the results afterwards. So I'm going to change the subject line here into testing the poll feature in Kit. Let's say that. And then I am going to click continue. This is just a demo account I'm in, so there's very few subscribers, so I'm going to pick just one. I'm going to say the email address is exactly my email address. Add that filter in. You can see it's now down to one email subscriber. So I'm going to now send that broadcast, and it's now gone. So now I'm going to open up my email and see what that looks like inside my email client. Okay, so the email's arrived. Let's open it up. Let me bring it over here and show you what it looks like. So nothing unexpected. It looks exactly as you would imagine. So I've got these three options now: visual automations, verifying my domain, and email sequences. I'm going to say I want help with visual automations. What it does when you click on it, it opens up in a browser window the poll exactly how it looks in your email, but this time, for want of a better phrase, it's a live poll now, and it's got pre-selected the one that you selected inside your email. And then me as a subscriber, I would now click submit. And remember, when I configured the poll for this option, I put in a redirection so that when they click this, it would take them to a helpful YouTube video. So when I click this, that's where I'll be taken to. Submit that, and now I'm taking them through how to set up visual automations, and you can see the message that your vote has been submitted. Now the other thing that I did, I tagged myself in that. So if I go and look at my my profile inside Kit, find my name, John, there we go. So this one here. So I'm going to click on that, and then when I scroll down to the tags at the very bottom left, you can now see I've now been tagged with this tag here that says wants help with VA, visual automations. So simply by putting that poll together, putting in an email and sending it out, and that one single click, I've now been able to help the subscriber by giving them, you know, helpful content is relevant to the thing they want help with. And also I'm tagging them with the tag that I added in there, so that in future I could direct certain content to them because they expressed an interest in that. So let's say I put together a mini course on you know, designing and building visual automations, and I was giving it away for free. I could target those people who express an interest in visual automations, and that will be helpful. So that's Polls Inside Kit. Hopefully you can see the value and the power that they have inside your email system. Try using them, put them out there to your subscribers, ask them what it is they want, you know, from you, what they need help with. Get some engagement with them and use the data that you collect so that you can give them an even better experience as being a subscriber on your email list. Thanks for watching this. I hope you got value from it. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If you've got any questions, you know, drop them below, and I hope to see you on the next video. Cheers.